Scene 2, The First Meeting. Inti Van Doren and Associates, 32nd floor, day. Lake Geneva visible through floor-to-ceiling glass. The building didn't have a lobby so much as a statement. Marble floors the color of storm clouds. Artwork on the walls that Zara didn't understand but instinctively felt was worth more than her entire building. Receptionists who smiled with their mouths and assessed with their eyes simultaneously. Zara had worn her best blazer, navy blue. She'd pressed it herself that morning. Standing in the elevator now, she caught her reflection in the polished metal doors and lifted her chin slightly. Zara, you belong wherever you decide to stand. Her mother had told her that. She was borrowing it heavily right now. Ding. The elevator opened. And there he was. He wasn't sitting behind a desk the way she'd expected. He was standing at the window, his back to the room, hands clasped behind him, looking out at the lake as though he owned that too. Which she would later learn he essentially did. Alec Van Doren. She'd looked him up the night before. The internet had offered her a curated collection of images. Magazine covers, charity galas, a Forbes profile that called him glacially brilliant. In photographs, he was handsome in that severe architectural way. Sharp jaw, dark eyes, the kind of bone structure that looked like it had been designed by someone who took the work seriously. In person, he was something else entirely. He was taller than she'd anticipated, with the kind of lean, controlled physicality that suggested a man who treated his body the way he treated everything else, as something to be mastered. His skin was deep brown, smooth, striking against the white of his shirt collar. Italian father, Swiss mother, the internet had told her that too. Both bloodlines had apparently conspired to produce something unreasonably compelling. He didn't turn around when she entered. She waited 5 seconds, then 10. Alec. You're late. His voice was low and precise, each word placed like a chess piece. Zara checked her watch. Zara. By 4 minutes. Alec. 3 minutes and 47 seconds. He still hadn't turned. Alec. I find the distinction important. Okay, she thought. So it's going to be like this. She took a slow breath and stepped further into the room, refusing to hover near the doorway like someone waiting for permission. She moved to the chair in front of his desk and sat down without being invited. That made him turn. His eyes found her immediately, dark and precise as the ink that had written her name on that envelope. He looked at her the way a mathematician looks at an equation, searching for the variable that didn't belong. Zara held his gaze. Most people, she suspected, looked away first. She didn't. She'd had years of practice maintaining eye contact with people who expected her to fold. Something shifted almost imperceptibly in his expression. Not softening. More like recalculation. He walked to his desk and sat down. Between them, a thick document already waited. Organized, tabbed, the kind of paperwork that had been prepared by people who billed by the 6-minute increment. Zara Vidala, he said. Not a greeting. More like confirmation. Alec Van Doren, she replied in the same tone. His jaw tightened fractionally. You reviewed the preliminary information. I did. And you're here, which means you're considering it. I'm here, she said carefully, which means I have questions. A pause. He laced his fingers together on the desk and regarded her with what she was beginning to understand was his default expression. A kind of controlled, aristocratic patience that was really just arrogance wearing better clothes. Then ask them,